The 10 most scandalous and shocking facts about Ed Koch. Edward Irving Koch, commonly known as Ed Koch, served as the mayor of New York City from 1978 to 1989. He was a larger-than-life figure known for his sharp wit, outspoken nature, and significant impact on the city. However, his career was not without controversy and scandal. Here are 10 of the most scandalous and shocking facts about Ed Koch, with detailed and interesting information, including names, dates, figures, and quotes. Fact number 1. Early life and personal background. Ed Koch was born on December 12, 1924, in the Bronx, New York, to Jetta and Louis Koch, Polish Jewish immigrants who had fled the pogroms in Eastern Europe. He grew up in a modest apartment in Newark, New Jersey, where his father worked as a furrier. Koch attended Southside High School before moving back to New York City to enroll at City College of New York. His college education was interrupted by World War II, during which he served as an infantryman in the U.S. Army, earning a Bronze Star for bravery. Koch never married and had no children, which fueled numerous speculations about his private life. Despite persistent rumors about his sexuality, Koch neither confirmed nor denied them. In a notable interview with the New York Times in 1989, he famously stated, "What do you care about whom I sleep with?" This ambiguity remained a part of his public persona, leading to continuous debates and curiosity about his personal life. Number 2. Controversial stance on AIDS crisis. During the 1980s, New York City was at the epicenter of the AIDS crisis. Koch's administration faced severe criticism for its slow response to the epidemic. Activists accused him of indifference, exacerbated by his reluctance to acknowledge the gay community's needs. Larry Kramer, founder of ACT UP, said, "Ed Koch's administration's inaction caused the death of thousands." The New York City Department of Health, under Koch's leadership, was criticized for insufficient funding and urgency in addressing the crisis. The first significant city funding for AIDS research and patient care came in 1983, years after the initial cases. This controversy haunted Koch's career, overshadowing his contributions. Many believed Koch's fears about his rumored sexuality influenced the slow response, though this was never confirmed. Number 3. The bribery scandal and suicide of Donald Maines. In the mid-1980s, a major bribery scandal involving the Parking Violations Bureau, PVB, rocked New York City. Queens Borough President Donald Maines, a close political ally of Koch, was implicated in the scandal. Maines was accused of accepting bribes in exchange for city contracts. The scandal escalated when Maines attempted suicide by slashing his wrists in January 1986 and, after failing, succeeded in committing suicide by stabbing himself in the heart on March 13, 1986. The scandal raised serious questions about Koch's knowledge and involvement. Although Koch was never charged, his administration was tainted by the association. Maines had been a significant figure in Koch's political network, and his death brought intense scrutiny to City Hall. Koch vehemently denied any wrongdoing, but the incident left a lasting stain on his administration's reputation and highlighted the pervasive corruption in city government during his tenure. Number 4. Allegations of racism. Koch's tenure was marred by allegations of racism, particularly regarding his handling of racial tensions in the city. Critics accused him of being insensitive to the African American community's concerns, especially during high-profile incidents like the 1989 Central Park jogger case. In this case, 5 Black and Latino teenagers were wrongfully convicted of assaulting and raping a white woman in Central Park. Koch's response to the case was seen as harsh and racially biased. He referred to the incident as the crime of the century and supported aggressive police tactics that many believed targeted minority communities. The eventual exoneration of the Central Park Five in 2002, after they had served years in prison, cast a shadow over Koch's legacy. The case became a symbol of the racial injustices perpetuated under his administration, with critics arguing that his policies contributed to the wrongful convictions. Number 5. Relationship with Donald Trump. Koch had a complicated relationship with real estate mogul Donald Trump. Initially, they shared a cordial rapport, with Trump supporting Koch's mayoral campaigns. However, the relationship soured over time, particularly during the 1980s when Koch blocked Trump's attempt to get tax breaks for his projects. One notable incident occurred in 1986 when Trump sought tax abatements for his project to refurbish the Commodore Hotel, which would become the Grand Hyatt. Koch refused to grant the extensive tax breaks Trump demanded, leading to a public feud. Trump retaliated by taking out full-page ads in major newspapers, criticizing Koch's administration and accusing him of mismanaging the city. Trump called Koch one of the worst mayors and described the city under his leadership as dirty and dangerous. Their feud became emblematic of Koch's tumultuous relationships with powerful New Yorkers and highlighted his unwillingness to yield to wealthy interests. Number 6. Koch's homophobic remarks. Despite persistent rumors about his own sexuality, Koch was often criticized for making homophobic remarks. In one instance, he referred to a political opponent, Melvin Klenitsky, as a little fag during a heated political debate in the early 1980s. Such comments drew backlash from LGBTQ+ activists and added to the controversy surrounding his administration's handling of the AIDS crisis. Koch's remarks were seen as hypocritical, given the speculation about his own sexuality. Activists like Arthur Bell, a prominent gay rights advocate, criticized Koch for his insensitivity and lack of support for the LGBTQ+ community. Bell once remarked, "For someone who is constantly rumored to be gay, Ed Koch has done little to support those who need it most." These remarks tarnished his public image and alienated a significant portion of his constituency, further complicating his legacy. Number 7. Real estate scandals. Koch's administration was often embroiled in real estate controversies, with allegations of favoritism and corruption. A notable scandal involved Koch's former campaign manager and housing commissioner, Anthony Gliedman, who was accused of accepting over $200,000 in bribes from developers in exchange for favorable treatment on housing projects. Indicted in 1985 for bribery and conspiracy, Gliedman's actions fueled perceptions of widespread corruption within Koch's administration. Although Koch was not directly implicated, the scandal raised questions about his oversight and integrity, highlighting the challenges of managing New York City's complex and often corrupt real estate industry during his tenure. Number 8. The persistent rumors about his sexuality. Throughout his life, Ed Koch faced persistent rumors regarding his sexuality. Many believed that Koch was gay, a topic that became particularly charged given the socio-political climate of his mayoralty during the AIDS crisis. Despite the intense speculation, Koch always maintained his privacy on the matter. His political opponents occasionally used these rumors as a weapon, accusing him of hiding his true self. The most notorious rumor involved Koch allegedly having a secret long-term relationship with Richard Nathan, a senior aide. The rumor gained traction in political circles, but Koch never confirmed or denied it. In a 1989 interview with New York Magazine, Koch dismissed the rumors, stating, "The people who want to believe it will believe it no matter what I say." This persistent speculation added a layer of intrigue and controversy to his public life, influencing both his supporters and detractors. Number 9. Financial mismanagement allegations. In the 1980s, Koch faced allegations of financial mismanagement within his administration. Critics cited the city's crumbling infrastructure and inadequate housing as evidence. A notable instance was the collapse of the West Side Highway in 1973, symbolizing the city's infrastructure issues. Although Koch was not directly responsible, the collapse highlighted ongoing problems during his tenure. The $100 million reconstruction project underscored critics' claims that Koch's administration favored short-term fixes over lasting solutions. Number 10. The Susan Burman murder connection. One of the most bizarre rumors involving Ed Koch was his alleged connection to the murder of Susan Burman, a writer and daughter of a Las Vegas mobster. Burman was found murdered in her Los Angeles home in December 2000. Speculation arose because Burman had reportedly worked on a book about Koch and knew many secrets about New York City's political scene. Although there was no concrete evidence linking Koch to the crime, the rumor persisted, adding intrigue and scandal to his legacy. Burman's murder remained unsolved until Robert Durst, a real estate heir and Burman's friend, was implicated. Despite the lack of evidence, the rumor highlighted the murky world of New York City politics during Koch's era.